Hello, guys. My name is Xavier Ramirez, and I'm here to talk about one of my nursing programs I want to attend to, or for my graduate program. And I'm going to start talking a little bit about it and why I chose this program. So I'm just going to screen record this. Okay, perfect. So, or the school I wanted to go to for my graduate program is called it's the University of Utah, which is up in Salt Lake City, and I want to be in the College of Nursing program. Um, and I'll give you a couple of reasons why I want to go into this program. Okay, so before I talk about this program, I'm gonna talk about a little about myself. So I'm gonna start with my strengths. So my top five strengths that I have are responsibility, consistency, harmony, restorative, and adaptability. Responsibility, I am a very responsible person. I do try my best to be organized and make sure I'm doing my daily tasks and making sure that I'm on top of everything. Um, I am very responsible for mistakes that I make, and I try to make up for them to do much better. And I just try to do the best that I can. When it comes to consistency, I'm trying to be consistent with my work. Um, you know, I'm very proud of the work that I do. I always try my best, and I make sure that I do that with every task that I do. Because sometimes it could be very tiring after a while doing the same thing over and over again. When it comes to writing or reading, it's pretty hard to do that consistently. But I always try my best, and I'm pretty consistent about it. So I'm a pretty consistent person in general. Harmony, I understand people like try to be on the same page with people. Um, I'm pretty like close to the things that I do with people. Restorative, I always try my best to restore relationships and things like that. And adaptability, I try to adapt as much as I can. I'm from Boston, Massachusetts, so when I came here to Utah, it was a big change for me, and it was something that I had to adapt to eventually. But I did it pretty quickly. I mean, it almost took me about a week where I felt like I'm comfortable with being here in Utah, comfortable with the weather, climate. It took me just about a week just to adapt. So I'm pretty adaptable and I do it pretty quickly. And so when it comes to a different task or other things, I get to adapt pretty quickly. With my experiences, I have experience in first aid. Um, Ever since in high school, I was very interested in um, being a nurse and being in the medical field. So first thing I did was get my first aid certificate, and I pretty much renewed it like every single year, or every time it expired, I always renewed it. So I was always up to date with first aid. So I'm pretty good at it. Sales, always been in retail, so I was always pretty good at selling. And I started selling tuxedos and suits when I was younger, and then eventually I started selling other things like clothing and products. So because of retail, I was able to gain good sales skills. Service, when it comes to service, I'm always trying to do my best to help my community. I've served in many programs, and I even served a mission as well. And I'm always, selfless. I care about other people, and I care what other people go through, and I always do my best to serve others because it gives me. Um, it's just that feeling you get when you serve somebody. You get that love from each other, from that person, and you get love for that person as well. It's just a very great feeling to have that you're serving somebody. You tend to forget the things you go through, and you dive in the lives of other people. It's kind of like good therapy. Always done that, and it's always been a part of my life to serve others. Aspirations. I have a couple aspirations. Yes, I want to be a nurse, but I also have other options if that doesn't go through the way I wanted to go. I might be a physical therapist. I was thought about being a firefighter or even like just an exercise trainer. So I hope to be a nurse or a physical therapist, but my plan B would be a firefighter or a trainer. And I would love to do those as well as my plan B. Right now, I'm majoring in exercise and wellness. And my hobbies that I like to do is going to the gym. I like to play basketball. I like to go ride my bicycle. I like hiking. I do love music. And I do love dancing. Here's a couple of facts about the University of Utah and the nursing program or the College of Nursing. Um, it's actually number 23 in the best nursing schools in the nation. So that's pretty cool. Their fight song for the school is called Utah Man. Their mascot, his name is Swoop, and he's a red-tailed hawk. There's 8 buildings in the campus, so and they're pretty big. Campus is pretty big too. The colors that they represent in the school is red and white. My favorite colors are actually blue, but red would be my second favorite, and I do like the color combination that the school has. So that's a good thing too. They're D1 in athletics, so if I ever want to watch a game, basketball or football, I know I'm gonna see a good game because they're Division One. They're pretty good at what they do. Um, this right here just talks about the College of Nursing. So you could be a nurse right after college or after your undergrad. But if you wanted to do more than that, you could be a clinical nurse leader where you could lead your nurses. And that's something I want to do. Just not just be a nurse, but also to be more than that and be a leader and educate things like that. Why would I be a good fit at University of Utah? Um, First of all, I'm very passionate about nursing, so I know it's going to be something that I really like. And to learn more about it, and be better about it. And I want to be a leader. It's in the city right now. Well, here in Provo, it's a small city, so I'm not very used to it, and things are pretty far apart. And plus, I'm from Boston, so the city life has always been my thing and something I always liked. So if I go to school in Salt Lake City, I'll be near the city, and I'm gonna be more comfortable over there, and I'm gonna feel more at home being at the University of Utah, where I'm near the city. So I feel like Salt Lake City would be a great fit for me. The cost of living in Utah is cheap compared to Massachusetts, where it's like really, really expensive. So living in Utah would be a plus for me. Um, to live here, it will be much cheaper for me. I do have friends and family here in Utah, so I will be close to them. So I have support. So that's also a really good thing. I know the area. I've been here for a while, so I understand the layout of Utah. So um, that's another good thing. Cost is okay. It's around 30,000 plus, so more than $30,000 for sure. But I could always take out a loan or just continue to work as I'm studying, um, or take out a loan. So that's pretty much is my presentation.